Hey everybody, welcome to my June 2025 kit lineup for my planner. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. May has been like the longest, shortest month for me. It's been weird. I feel like the end of April was a million years ago, but then at the same time, May has gone by so quickly and it's just been really busy. May is always busy in my life, like just because I work at a college and I'm on a semester system. Plus it's my birthday. And then this year we just had so many graduations, which was amazing and very exciting, but did take up a lot of time. So it's just like, I feel like we've been everywhere and nowhere and been doing nothing and everything. It's been a bit wild. So June is going to be a bit slower because now I'm on summer break. And I think I said this last year as well. June and July, I never really have like a set kit lineup, like other than the monthly kit and maybe one or two events. June and July, like it's really up in the air. I might switch out kits depending on what actually happens that week. I feel like our summer, we don't usually have travel until August, and this year we're not going to have travel in August because we just won't. But June and July, it's always kind of just playing it by ear and making weekend plans as they come up. So we shall see what happens. But let's just jump into the lineup. We're going to start with my monthly kit, of course. I've noticed on my channel, people seem to really like my monthly plan with me's. So if you are watching this and you have not watched one of my monthly plan with me's, usually I post them towards the beginning of the month, unless I'm going to be like out of town, in which case I post it after the trip happens, but usually still before the end of the month. So yeah, I do find that interesting because like, I feel like a lot of people who make planner videos say that people don't watch their monthly plan with me's as much as their weekly ones, but for my channel, it's the opposite. So I don't know. Let me know if you have any opinions about that. But for my monthly kit, I'm going to use one more Planner Pixie Co. monthly kit. I've kind of run out of Planner Pixie Co. monthly kits that I like, other than her My Little Pony one, which I thought would be funny to use for August because my brother's birthday is then. And I don't know if he's still a brony, but he was like 10 years ago. So, but I do have an August monthly kit on the way from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. So I'm going to switch back to Itty Bitty Sticker Co. monthlies for a little bit just because there's been some patterns that I've really, really liked. But I have really enjoyed the Planner Pixie Co. kits. So these are the two sidebar options. I will probably use this one because this dog is hilarious. And then as far as the week, what am I talking about? Not weekly. As far as the like core elements of this, I think this is adorable for the watermelon, the strawberry. There's this watermelon like kiddie pool from Target that I kind of want to get, but I'm also sort of like, do I really need that for the backyard? But we need something for the backyard so that we can actually enjoy it in the summertime because it does get pretty hot back there. So it's either going to be a watermelon kiddie pool or we're going to set up misters maybe? I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, that will be my monthly kit. And then as always, I'm going to pull in this Recollection sticker book when I do my monthly plan with me. I think silver is going to be the color for this kit. I thought about gold, but I think silver might work better. Let's kind of double check that. Yeah, I think silver is going to be it. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. So yeah, that'll be my monthly view. Excited to have that. I love a watermelon pattern. It's just super cute. And then let's get into our weekly kits. So I feel like this is the only one I know for sure because I am traveling this week. It's just me that's going though, so I'm comfortable sharing that in advance. My husband will still be home with the cats because he has to work. But I am going back to San Diego like 3 weeks after I was already there once to see my sisters perform ballet. I guess my two sisters who live in San Diego have been taking ballet classes. And this weekend of June 2nd through the 8th is going to be like their recital showcase. I don't know what they're calling it. So I have these leftovers from a Cinderella paper kit called Theater, but I purposely saved the ballet box because I like going to ballet performances, like professional ones and amateur ones. But lately I haven't had somebody doing like just ballet as a hobby in my life. So I didn't know this was what it's going to be with. This is funny that I'm using it for this week because the last time I used this kit was for seeing Les Miserables in San Diego with these same two sisters. So I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, this is what I have left over. I don't have a whole lot left over. Gosh, that Les Miserables performance in San Diego was like the last good thing that happened before our lives got really chaotic. But yeah, I love this kit. I didn't color block it at the time, and I wish I had, so I might color block with the leftovers since I can, because that's the glitter headers that I have left over. So I have that. I also have a bunch of other random boxes that might work with this color scheme. So I have like this love box, these glitter headers, this box. If I feel like I need more flow boxes than like the 3 or 4 that I have, then I'll probably pull those in. I also have these leftovers from a kit called Girls Night Out, also from Cinderella Paper, which it's not the same artist. Like this is Kittenish Jazz, and I think this is, it used to be Milk and Berries, right? And now it's something else. Is this one Dinda's palette? I think so. So like not the same art style, but like, I don't know, I feel like it could work. I've been more into combining art styles lately. And these colors are very similar. They're just basically kind of like a darker version of these colors. Like these are like the primary ones and these are the darker version. So I feel like it could work. I wouldn't pull in like any of the glitters. I might pull in this bottom washi even though it's a little bit off, not the exact same color, because I don't really have this type of color of bottom washi in my roll collection. So yeah, I think I would just pull these in for maybe the black and for the full boxes. So we'll see. Let me know what you think. I think this could work, but if it looks awful, please let me know. Or give me any tips for how to combine it better. So that'll be for the first full week of June. Then we move into the next week of June, which is June 9th through the 15th. One thing I could probably do with June is like dedicate birthday weeks to people, because we have at least 3 family birthdays in June, and this week it's both one of our nephew's birthdays and then my sister's birthday, my youngest sister's birthday. But what also is happening this week is that the Juneteenth festival is happening during that weekend, because Juneteenth is the next week, so they have the festivals like the week before or the weekend before. This is also Father's Day, but honestly, I've talked about this before. Mother's Day, Father's Day kids like never really speak to me. Like things are fine with my parents, but the kids never remind me of my parents. So anyway, I have this kit from Apple Blossom Prints Co. called Carnival. I used this for the state fair last year. Also, if you know anything about what happened to Apple Blossom Prints, let me know. She kind of went dark on Instagram, and then her shop website is down, so I don't know what happened. I think something went down like when I was away from Instagram for Lent, and I don't know if she announced something. If she did, can you let me know? Because I really loved this shop, and obviously if something happened, like I understand taking a break, but I don't know what happened, and that kind of makes me sad. So I have these leftover full boxes. There's not really like a carnival or a Ferris wheel at this Juneteenth festival, but I don't know. I just thought this could be a good way to mark that celebration. We went to this festival last year and it was a great time. So I might use this. I'm really intrigued to use these like little boxes. I haven't really been able to purchase foil underlays lately, both for budget reasons and also just like it gets a little overwhelming after a while. So I haven't been doing that as much lately for leftovers. That used to be a thing I did a lot. But I still have a lot left over from this kit. So I feel like I might use it for the Juneteenth festival, or I might push it. This is one that I'm not 100% sure of, but that is for the second week of June. Then the next week of June is June 16th through the 22nd. Oops, pulled too many things. This is a combination of kits that I have shown many times before and just never used. So sorry if you've seen this already. This is Sadie Sticker's Nature Kit. This is an old version of the kit. I got this as a freebie with, I think, my 2023 planner or 2020, no, my 2024 planner. I love this. I've been saving it because I want to use it like the perfect week. And what is happening this week? It's another one of my sister's birthdays, but also I think my husband has a day off, so it might be nice. My nails match this really nicely, the ones I currently have on. I think my husband might have a day off, so it would be nice to do a lake day, I think, like up in Tahoe, but I'm not 100% sure. So this kit, I always keep moving it maybe I will finally use it. This also gives me like Yosemite vibes a lot, but I am hesitant to go out to Yosemite lately just because it's so crowded. Unless you go out like in the wilderness, it's, I don't know. I think everyone should see it once, but it is so popular that it gets a bit messy out there. I know they rolled out a reservation system this year that some people were complaining about, but honestly, if it means like preserving a natural space better, I'm about that. Also, if you go out to Yosemite, I'm just gonna rant for a second. Do not feed the squirrels, do not feed the birds, do not feed the bears. Don't do any of that. Like, leave nature as it is supposed to be. And that means not feeding the animals, and secure your food because they're smart. They will get to it. So that's my little PSA as someone who has, I've only been to Yosemite once, which is hilarious because like it's the closest national park to Sacramento. But I'm glad that we hit some of like the tourist points and then we went backpacking in the wilderness, which I think is an amazing way to experience it. Obviously not everyone can backpack. I'm down with it. I haven't gone backpacking in like almost 10 years though, unfortunately. You do need to be in pretty decent shape and like have good gear, so anyway, that's my little rant, but that is for the week of June 16th through the 22nd. And then the last week that I'm going to talk about in this lineup is going to be June 23rd through the 29th. I'll cover June 30th through July whatever in the next lineup, although I'm quite sure of which kid I'm going to use that week because that's going to be Clover's Adoptiversary week. But this is another set of leftovers from Apple Blossom Prints. Again, I've loved her shop the last couple of years, so I'm quite sad that I can't buy anything from her right now. But this is the Sunshine art from last year, and with her version, she included a whole extra sheet of full boxes, and I love the colors in this kit. Again, like I like a watermelon strawberry pattern. So I have lots and lots of full box options left. This reminds me of my husband and I. We slept on the floor of my sister's college apartment the night before her graduation, and that's kind of the setup we had. This looks cuter than what we had, but we had like camping gear. So yeah, I have lots of full box options still. I thought about using this for the week of June 9th because I feel like this matches like my sister Christina's vibes a lot. I actually gave her some cherry earrings for her graduation that were quite cute, I thought. She wore them the day of her graduation, so I guess she thought they were cute too. But yeah, I have plenty left over, including deco. So I think this will be very nice to use. Just as kind of a, probably like a stay-at-home type of week. Like I said, like there's always a lot of good summer art, but it's hard to pick summer kits for me because they all kind of blend together and end up looking the same. In July, I will be bringing in more than leftovers, so if you don't like seeing leftovers, June might be a time to tune out from me, although please watch. I like planning with leftovers just as much as I like planning with full kits, especially because like these kits, like this is really 2 weeks of stickers. Like an ultimate kit usually can get me through 2 weeks, especially if there's extra full boxes. I wish more shops would like just sell a la carte full box sheets so that you could pair it with leftovers. I feel like that would be a good idea. And I see a lot of like ultimate kit waste, honestly. That's not shading anybody. It's just like an ultimate kit really could get you through 2 weeks if there were more full boxes or like an a la carte full box sheet. You feel me? Anyway, in July, we've got some exciting plans coming up. No travel, but like a lot of concerts. So I will be pulling in new kits then. So that is for June 23rd through the 29th. And that is going to close out this lineup. So let me just like situate all of my stuff. I forgot to mention with this kit, I have like all of these kind of blue tone stickers from old kits that I can pull in with that. And yeah, that is going to be it for June so far. This is very subject to change. Totally could change depending on what happens. I do think the monthly kit is for sure going to stick, and then this ballet kit is going to stick unless for some reason I don't go to San Diego, which would be really sad if I didn't. So yes, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're using in your June kit lineup, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.